like the physical copy. Oh,
No, go. You do yours first. What's funny is you look at Powers out there, and if you take the kickball underneath the jersey, he'd be like skinny Zorro, because he's all legs. He looks exactly like he did when he was playing too, just with that. He was a good pitcher. The guy that does the scoreboard at UCF with me played with him at Seminole, and he said he was a good
pitcher.
Well, yeah, I didn't know he was. He got drafted. Yeah, he said he didn't throw hard, but he was a crafty pitcher. Yeah, but I didn't know he was our connection to Kentucky also.
he is.
Is Pooch catching today?
No, Prejean is.
Is Pooch hitting today?
No.
Good. He likes it.
Here we go.
Does Perrette like the mound like that? Because that is 30 minutes from game start. Look at it.
Yeah, I tend to trust whatever Brad's doing.
Yeah.
Joe
Where did he come from?
N-A-M-A-R-A.
McNamara. McNamara.
He hit the AAA field for the
M-C-N-A-R-A.
Mets in New York. Or like Staten Island. So he
How's
still
his
lives
first
below.
name?
Peter.
Pete. What school?
But
Marshall.
what brought him down here? I mean, that's usually it grounds better.
He's the Canadian.
Depending on the organization. Well, it's also warm weather. No state income tax. Now he works for Stetson, or he works for the
He works for the city.
Parks, oh, the city. He's a city employee for you, which government jobs pay.
Pup must be jealous. Pup does such a good job. He's
Him
always
and Pop used to be partners.
he was the king of the fields in
Looks like
Miami.
George is 29, Pat.
Scuttlebutt
Number
out there now. Pop was
number
around for
1
years. They
on
lost
the
they
lineup
lost him
card, so
before he
he's number
got
29
drafted.
on the roster.
Really?
Well, it hasn't been changed.
His
Doesn't look like it.
daughter from Stetson from that city.
He's there so his daughter gets to be at the game.
Yeah.
That's on
Makes sense.
somebody though,
That's
because
I mean, I had no
we've had
idea.
that with George a couple of times now.
Well, because Frankie
The quality control is not exactly top notch around
You
here.
know, JJ left.
Yeah.
Do you know the new coach?
The new coach?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
She's
the
a
week of the
Stetson.
season,
She's out
Lloyd.
of
Do we
DeLand.
really need to be playing games
Shelly
next week?
Robinson.
It's
We don't.
I don't think she went to Stetson, but she was DeLand. But did you hear the brush off? He's gonna wait and see. If it's not important, then why play him?
No, they're
That I read that as
After the showcase, these teams are stuck with hardly any players. Don't screw them by having.
play an extra game.
Yeah.
I read that as more let's get through the weekend and see if there's like if an entire like to say this whole weekend just gets shit.
Which it should, yeah. I mean,
Then
tomorrow's the one day.
then they're gonna take these
So we're
games
not here tomorrow night, right?
and roll and like
Yeah.
we play the Storms.
No, not tomorrow.
Saturday.
Yes.
And center fielder is the catcher is
Would this be your walk-up song today?
Nope.
You don't think? You get the crowd clapping as they announce your
I
name?
just get Baby Shark going.
But back in the day.
What did I miss?
Is this an older song? No, it's
Not terribly, I don't think.
not terribly old, but
Telling you, You're Loved by the Outfield like is the perfect walk-up song. It's got that perfect like the guitar riff right at the beginning, and then the
Bringing this game up
catchy
here.
hook. It's perfect.
No. Ready? Yep.
She's super freak. She's super. That was always mine if I had a walk-up song.
second Charlie Blackmon from the Rockies uses this, and he was an all-star. The second time he came up in the all-star game, the crowd actually sang the "Tonight."
I think this is the dumbest thing baseball ever did.
Walk-up
Allow
songs?
players to have their own walk-up music.
Well, if a guy's hitting 180, he doesn't deserve to have
That's the
music.
dumbest thing ever?
Huh?
You said that's the
I
dumbest
think
thing
it's
ever?
just about because of all the how the egos get involved and how they constantly want to change them around when they're having problems and
Now that's
they don't
annoying.
get a hit for 2 games and they want to change their walk-up music. I mean, it's just a load of crap.
Bryce Harper had 3 different songs or 4 different songs for each of his at bats.
At bats, yeah, he had a different song for every
A
at
lot of
bat.
people have even and odd walk-up songs.
Yeah, I mean, all of that.
When I was in,
20 years ago, there was no
I was doing
walk-up
something
music.
for the Fort Myers Miracle, and they have a bulletin board up in the press box by where like the PA and the news people are, and it's like the Prissy Princess board for everyone that comes up and like demands that their walk-up song be changed or says, "Oh, you're not playing it." They put them on the Prissy Princess board.
And Nomar has added 10 minutes to every baseball game with this. No, just this. Every
Ryan, do you want to know who's on
every
our
at
Prissy
bat.
Princess board?
Huh?
You want to know
Prissy
who's on our
Princess.
Prissy Princess board?
I'm guessing Pooch leads that award.
We've got... Pooch has asked me the most, but only has ever given me one other song. I'm going to say it's Garrett Priestley,
Yeah.
Pooch, Burke, Cole, and Regan. And it's going to be Big Red, maybe.
This is called Conrad Melching Field, right? Conrad?
Conrad Park.
Conrad Park
Conrad.
or
Melching Field.
Melching
at
Field
Melching
at
Field
Conrad Park.
officially.
You can
Jake
use
Hauser Field.
All of us
Conrad
locals
Park.
just
Hauser
call it
Melching
Conrad
Field.
Park. How are they going to honor Pete?
The bus down there.
Well, I know, but I mean, what's left to name? What can they name?
Scoreboard.
The new hitting pavilion that they're going to build.
Well, then what about Brian Snyder?
That's a different one. We're building
Oh,
one
what?
over here, too.
Yeah, but who is Brian Snyder anyway?
The guy that
I
paid a
know,
lot of
but
money to build.
is that who he is? All right, he wasn't a player, was he? I never heard of Brian Snyder, except on that sign.
Every little piece of the ball. Welcome to the DeGrom Kluber Mound.
Oh, did DeGrom get hurt in that
Welcome
collision?
to
I don't think so.
Conrad Park.
Because I saw the catcher got a
It's
2-game
Hauser
suspension.
Stadium.
No, the other way. Jake Marisnick.
Jake got a 2-game
Jake
suspension.
Marisnick, the center fielder of Houston, bulldozed Luke Roy.
For
Okay.
what?
For what? I know.
Don't stand in the lane. That's
But
the
he
rule.
wasn't. He was in front of home plate. He was. If
He
you go
was
back.
blocking the plate. You got to make the
No,
swipe back.
he was in front of the plate. He was in front of the plate. He went diving. I mean, he couldn't even touch the plate.
It was Luke Roy that got smooked.
Yeah.
Okay. I
I mean,
remember
he
Stand
was.
up front and make the
when I was
swipe
with the
back like
Cajuns,
Phil
he
Warner.
was.
You don't want home run baseball. Don't get hit.
Yeah. You don't want a concussion in football. Don't play.
Exactly.
Matt,
We don't
What's up,
have great
Veronica?
internet
haven't
tonight.
seen you in a while.
Have you been?
I feel like
Living.
I feel like our internet's not great tonight.
You're living.
I'm living.
You're living the dream.
I think so.
Okay.
There's worse fields you could be at than this.
That is a true.
As in all of them?
Sanford isn't as bad. I mean,
Sanford has air conditioning.
No.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
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 No,
Yeah,
they
they
do.
do.
It's
Winter
cold
Park
in
does
there.
not, right?
No.
Or well, no. Winter Garden does, but it's a tight squeeze in there.
Winter
Yeah.
Park's probably the worst.
Oh yeah, there's zero question about it.
What about
Tight
Leesburg?
squeeze, I got it.
Leesburg, I don't sit in the.
I don't
press
go
box.
within 30 feet of the
I
press
sit.
box.
I sit in like the tables they have.
We were there Monday. I sat in the
Did we
bullpen.
win?
We lost Monday. We won Tuesday. Probably because I wasn't there.
And what happened? Oh,
Yesterday we got rained out.
I remember yesterday now vaguely.
Yeah, I wasn't there on Tuesday, so we won.
Second place in home run derby this year, Tom.
You did?
Tied for second.
Yay.
We had zero.
We all tied.
The champion hit one.
Who was the champion?
Cabrera from Winter Park.
Oh.
Champion hit one. Everybody else hit zero. It was one of the most pathetic displays of power I've ever seen in my life.
Everybody had home run derby runner up.
He probably turn and flip off the
Did we win, our team?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Melching Field on the campus of Stetson University for tonight's Florida Collegiate Summer League matchup between the visiting Seminole County Scorpions and your DeLand Suns. Ryan Murphy, Matt McClure, glad you could join us on this Thursday evening as the count 2 balls, no strikes on Topher Grant from Daniel Perret as the 2-0 pitch, a bouncing ball towards the shortstop. A few charging steps from Hunter Fornari. His throw to first is in time, and Grant put down for out number 1 as it brings up the 2-hole hitter in Anthony George.
Yeah, Anthony George coming back after he missed a week due to a vacation. This is his 9th game for the Scorpions. He's got a .370 batting average, was an all-star for the Seminole County Scorpions, was unable to play in the game because of vacation, but he's had a good start to his Seminole County Scorpions season, and he's excited to be back.
First pitch from Daniel Perret catches the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 on Anthony George. Let's take a look at the lineup for the DeLand Suns defensively. Behind Daniel Perret, Mark Townsend is in left. Tim Dixon is in center. Alan Alonso is in right. As that pitch fouled back to the screen, it's 0-2. Garrett Wallace at third, Hunter Fornari at short. Joe McNamara plays second. Joe Burke plays first. And Christian Pregent is the catcher for Daniel Perret. The Stetson Hatter, the all-star game starter for the East Side. Perret, the Stetson lefty, deals the 0-2 pitch. Comes low and inside, and it is going to have hit him. So a hit-by pitch sends George down to first. George sure didn't sell it like it hit him, but he'll head down to first. The first base runner of the game for the Scorps puts a runner on for Parker Smith.
And that's why I think assistant coach Steve Stoll's asking George there, did that hit you? He was kind of surprised that he was able to get on first there for the walk, and that'll bring up Parker Smith at the plate, who's been red hot. He's got a 6-game hit streak for the Scorpions. Hit a triple in this ballpark.
First pitch of the at-bat, upstairs for a ball. Starts the count 1-0 on the left fielder, Parker Smith. Perret working from the stretch, the left-hander. Keeps the runner close at first. That next pitch is clubbed into left center field, a base hit. Bouncing in front of Tim Dixon, rounding second and staying there is Anthony George, as Seminole County has runners on first and second. 1 out here in the first inning for the designated hitter in Riley Wash.
Yeah, that was a great job of hitting there from Parker Smith, staying back on that one. Line drive single right up the middle, and he's just been seeing the ball well. And I talked to him after the 10-3 win against Sanford on Monday, and he was just saying how after each at-bat he's getting more confident, and seeing live pitching is helping him a lot.
Perret looks back at second. His first pitch to the cleanup hitter, Wash, right down Broadway, 89 miles an hour from Daniel Perret for a strike. He's ahead of Wash 0-1.
Wash hit a 2-run home run in Monday's game against Sanford over the right field wall. It got out in a hurry.
The 0-1 delivery, he swings at a ball that slid low and inside on him, and the count comes no balls and 2 strikes on the DH in Riley Wash. Scoreless game, top of the first inning from Melching Field. First game of a 3-game set tonight and Saturday night here in DeLand. The series will shift tomorrow night to Sanford Memorial Stadium. Dancing off the bag at second, Perret deals the 0-2 pitch. Popped up foul down the right side. It'll get into the parking lot as the count on Riley Wash remains no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, got to protect here down in a hole 0-2. Scorps have done better as of late, staying alive and 2-strike hitting. Let's see what Wash can do here.
No balls, 2 strikes, still the count as Perret comes set. Suns in their home whites today is the 0-2 pitch. 90 miles an hour, just a bit outside. Good 0-2 pitch from Perret, trying to get Wash to chase. He does not, as the count is 1-2. George on second, Parker Smith on first as time is called against Daniel Perret, the starter for the Suns, who go for win number 21 on the season tonight. Perret checks his runners, deals the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Perret gassed up Wash at 90 miles an hour on the fastball at eye level, and Wash is set down. Perret gets his first strikeout of the evening, and at 7:05, Gunnar Hoagland will step in for the Scorpions.
Yeah, that was a really nice pitch there from Perret, elevating the fastball high in the zone, and Wash was just unable to hold off, and he swung right through it. Gunnar Hoglund now with an RBI opportunity.
Perrette will go low and outside as a breaking ball from the lefty misses the zone to Gunnar Hoglund. 1 ball, no strikes from Perrette.
Hoglund did have a hit in Monday's game against Sanford. Reached base also on a walk. It was 1 for 5.
1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 from Perrette. That one caught the outside corner. 87 miles an hour from the Stetson lefty evens the count on Gunnar Hoglund to a ball and a strike.
4 doubles, a home run, and 4 RBIs for the Ole Miss Rebel.
1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Perrette. Off-speed pitch misses low and outside as the curveball could not find the zone to the Ole Miss Rebel. It's 2-1. Kyle Richardson, the shortstop, stands in the on-deck circle. From the stretch comes Perrette, the 2-1 delivery. Big swing and a miss. Came up and in with that one at 87 miles an hour and got Hoglund to chase it. And deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on for the Seminole County Scorpions against Daniel Perrette. Perrette, the left-hander, the Atlantic Sun Conference Freshman of the Year, as time will be called. Perrette goes off the rubber. Hoglund steps off the mound. Scorpions in their purple jerseys today. Suns in the home whites, white jerseys, white pants. For the defending Florida League champs, runners go on the 2-2 pitch. It's in the dirt for ball 3. Christian Pregen unconcerned. George takes third. Smith takes second. And now it's bases second and third. Count full 3-2 to Gunnar Hoglund from Daniel Perrette.
Yeah, that was a good pitch to run on because it was in the dirt and it was easy for them to just advance there into scoring position.
Perrette's 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. Strand runners in scoring position for the Seminole County Scorpions. We go to the bottom of the first inning. From Melchingfield and DeLand with your score, it's Seminole County 0. DeLand coming up. Marcus McCoy, the left-hander, steps on the mound. And his first pitch goes 87 miles an hour and misses upstairs to Joe McNamara. 1 ball, no strikes, as McCoy has had a pretty solid summer for the Seminole County Scorpions on the mound as his second pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he has had a good summer for the Scorpions. The only 1-3 record, 3.24 ERA. This is his 6th start on the year. His last outing against Leesburg, he was dominant.
1-1 pitch fouled off down the right side. It will bounce off the side of the Brian Snyder hitting pavilion here in DeLand as the count on Joe McNamara runs to 1-2.
He got the win in that game. 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout. This is somebody who's not really going to overpower you with the strikeouts. 6 is the most he's had in a game, but he does throw a lot of strikes.
Pitch to contact is Marcus McCoy as he misses on that one up and away to Joe McNamara. 2 balls and 2 strikes your count. Into the motion, the left-hander. The 2-2 pitch from McCoy is a hard ground ball to the shortstop. It's collected by Richardson. He throws across the diamond in time, and McNamara is put out for out number 1 to bring up the shortstop in Hunter Fornari. 2 other games in action tonight. Winter Garden leads Sanford 1-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. And at the First Academy, they are rain delayed between Leesburg and Winter Park. First pitch of the at-bat to Hunter Fornari. He'll chop one foul towards the DeLand dugout as, like Christian Pregent and Nick Cesare battled for that one. It wound up being Pregent that scooped it as the count starts on Fornari. No balls and a strike. 0-1 pitch outside for a ball. 1-1. Fornari, a Florida League All-Star, hitting .265 on the summer. 22 runs scored, 10 RBIs. He has second most hits on the team with an even 30. The 1-1 pitch to Fornari, lifted high and deep down the left field line as he'll hook that one foul. Fornari got all of that one but was just a little bit ahead of it, and it does give McCoy the advantage in the count. It's 1-2.
Yeah, Fornari was just a little bit out in front of that one. Nice job by McCoy mixing up his pitches here early on. His last 3 outings, he's pitched 2 5-inning games and then the 6th inning against Leesburg.
Off to a pretty good start here as that one blooped into shallow right. Second baseman ranges over in Fausto Lopez. He's there to make the play, and it's 2 up, 2 down for McCoy, as now he'll face one of the most dangerous duos in the Florida League in Peter Hutzel and Mark Townsend. It starts with Townsend hitting .343 with 26 RBIs in 108 at-bats this season. And it's followed by Hutzel, who in just 15 games has driven in 16 runs and is hitting .340. First pitch to Townsend, upstairs for a ball, 1-0 to the Stetson Hatter.
And every time Townsend comes up to the plate against Seminole County, he definitely does some damage. Hit a home run in the last series at at Sanford Memorial Stadium. Let's see what he does here.
5 home runs on the summer for Townsend, tied for the team lead with Joe Burke, who added 2 more in Tuesday night's victory over Leesburg. He's hit 4 of his 5 bombs this season at Pat Thomas Stadium. The 2-0 pitch to Mark Townsend. That one's right down Broadway, an off-speed pitch at 80 miles an hour for a strike, and it's 2-1 on the left fielder. Into the motion, the lefty McCoy is 2-1 pitch. Upstairs for a ball, high and tight, and Townsend now with the advantage, 3 balls and a strike. Smith, Gunter, Hogland in the outfield for the Scorps. George, Richardson, Lopez, Grant in the infield. Brooks Reichman does the catching, and he catches the 3-1 low and inside for ball 4. And the Suns have their first base runner of the evening. It's a Mark Townsend walk. And DeLand has a runner on first for the dangerous Peter Hutzel, a .340 hitter. In his first 15 games, he's 16 of 47. 8 of his 16 hits have gone for extra bases. He's driven in 16 runs. The left-handed hitter out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, will step to the plate from the left side.
And McCoy has done pretty good with the walks this year, only 11 on the season. He hasn't had a game over 3, so he's got to throw strikes as he's done all year.
Across the plate for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike as McCoy comes set his 0-1 delivery. Can't paint the outside corner on that one. Count runs even, 1 ball and 1 strike. On the season, McCoy has been better against righties than lefties. I should say better against lefties than righties. The pitch comes high and inside. Opposing lefties hitting 214 against him. Right-handed hitters hitting 254 against him. 2 balls and a strike from McCoy. The 2-1 pitch to the plate. Big swing by Hutzel, cannot connect, and deuces wild here in inning number 1. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Peter Hutzel. If he were to reach, Alan Alonso would stand in the on-deck circle for the Suns. Runner goes, the 2-2 pitch is popped up into shallow left center. Could be trouble. It will be dropped. It will fall in, and that will score Mark Townsend. A bloop double for Peter Hutzel. 17 RBIs in 16 games for the Marshall product, and that is going to be one of the softly hit doubles of Peter Hutzel's career. That was a pitch that was on the outside, a calf that he was trying to pull, just sort of flipped the bat out there, and it just laid up in the air just for little enough time that it fell in between Richardson, Smith, and Gunter for an RBI double.
Yeah, and Richardson was covering the bag on the attempted stolen base, so there was a big hole in shallow left field, and he was unable to get there in time. That was a good effort by Parker Smith in left, but good hustle there from Townsend to score a run.
So the Suns jump out in front 1-0 on another RBI from Pete Hutzel, the 1-0. Big swing and a miss by Alonso at 84 miles an hour, evens the count at 1-1. And big difference in the lineup for the Suns when Peter Hutzel entered it. He's averaging more than an RBI a game. Number that if he'd played the entire summer could have made him an MVP candidate. Alonso sends one sky high in foul ground. Reichman searching for it. He finds it, and the inning is over. But an RBI double by Peter Hutzel gives the DeLand Suns the lead early on in this game through an inning. It's DeLand 1, Seminole County nothing. You're watching Florida League Baseball on YouTube Live. Back to the top of the second right after this. Bouncing ball to third, collected by Garrett Wallace. He throws across the diamond. In time, he finds the glove of Joe Burke, who applies the tag. Kyle Richardson put out on the ground out. One gone here in the second inning to bring up the catcher, Brooks Reichman, as Daniel Perrette has the ability to pitch with a lead this afternoon. One gone here in the frame. And the first pitch of the at-bat from Perrette, bunt shown, 87 high for ball one. That pitch out of the zone. should say in the zone for a strike. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike as Perrette will step off for Aces Wild.
Yeah, and Reichman has 5 hits on the year, 7 runs, 3 RBIs. So that one's in there for a strike. Had 2 at-bats at Winter Garden July 4th. That was the last time he saw some action. Didn't play in Monday's game.
1-2. Perrette tried to paint the inside black. Just a little low and inside from Daniel Perrette is the count on Brooks Reichman. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right back to work goes Perrette. His 2-2. He checked his swing. No, he did not. Able to hold up on the high fastball, and the count is full, 3-2.
In the Leesburg series, he did have 3 runs and a hit.
3-2, fouled off, and we'll do it again.
Also had an RBI in that series. He was 1 for 5 in the Leesburg series. Or no, 1 for 7, rather.
3-2, high and inside, ball 4. As for the second inning in a row, the second batter of the inning reaches on a free pass. Brooks Reichman draws a walk to bring up the 8-hole hitter in Fausto Lopez.
And that's Reichman's 10th walk of the year. He's been patient at the plate, great at bat there, fouled a few pitches off, and took a few ones close in the zone, and that'll bring up Lopez.
First pitch to Fausto Lopez. A little extra behind that one from Perrette, right down Broadway for a strike. As the count begins, 0-1 on the Seminole County 8-hole hitter.
Yeah, Lopez has 10 hits on the year, 4 RBIs, 5 walks.
Pickoff throw to first, not in time from Perrette, trying to pick off Reichman.
Had a pretty good game on Monday against Sanford. He had a hit, a run, 2 walks, and 3 at-bats.
Another pickoff throw from Perrette, nearly got away, as having to reach across the diamond was Burke. Able to do so, as the count will still be no balls and a strike. 0-1 the count from Perrette. Checks the runner, the 0-1. High and outside. That one got away from him a little bit. Good play behind the plate from the catcher of the day, Christian Pregent, to reach out and keep that one from going to the backstop. As Aces are wild, the ball is striking and out. Perrette set from the belt. The left-hander deals the 1-1 pitch. It's fouled back above the screen, and that will actually carry him off something up there and kick back onto the field of play, as the count on Fausto Lopez is now a ball and 2 strikes.
And Lopez has been hitting the ball well lately, just right at people. Hit 2 to the warning track last week. Did get a single, reach base 3 times in Monday's game, so he's starting to see it well.
1-2, outside for a ball. Perrette had the lead in the count on Reichman and let him get away. Trying to avoid doing that with the 8-hole hitter Fausto Lopez, as the count 2 balls and 2 strikes from Daniel Perrette. The left-hander set from the belt, deals the 2-2 pitch. Upstairs again as Perrette trying to avoid letting the 8-hole hitter get away and putting another runner in scoring position. He got out of the first inning with runners on second and third.
And a big reason why Seminole County was successful in the 10-3 win on Monday was the bottom of the lineup stepped up.
Runners go, swung on and missed. Throw down to second will be too high. Hunter Fornari, the backing up shortstop. And they're going to say that the runner is out. It's going to be batter's interference, I'm going to assume, as the home plate umpire was the one that came out and said out, out, out. So score that a strikeout from Fausto Lopez, and then batter's interference to put out Brooks Reichman for the unconventional 1-2-3 inning. Daniel Perrette picks up his 3rd strikeout of the night and gets a little help to get out of the inning. We go to the bottom of inning number 2 with your score. Suns 1, Scorps nothing. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, first pitch to Joe Burke, missed low and inside for a ball, 1-0. We went back and looked at the replay, and we have up here in the booth as Burke pops up the next pitch out of play. It's 1-1, and batter's interference was undoubtedly the right call by the home plate umpire. You could see it very clearly that Fausto Lopez struck out from the right side of the plate and then started walking back to his dugout, and it got right in the path of Christian Pregent. An easy call on batter's interference as Burke fouls off the 1-1. It's 1-2.
And that's why it explains why Pregent airmailed the throw to center field pretty much, because Lopez came across, got in his lane to throw.
1-2 strikes the count on Joe Burke. It's Burke, Wallace, and Pregent in this inning as McCoy gets a swing and a miss from Joe Burke. He's put down on strikes. First punch out of the game by Marcus McCoy. At the 7-hole hitter in the DeLand order in Garrett Wallace.
And one thing I like about Marcus McCoy is every time he comes on the mound, he doesn't take a pitch for granted. And right there, he just attacked Joe Burke there to get the strikeout.
We are the only game in action right now in the Florida League as they are in a delay at Sanford Memorial between Sanford and Winter Garden. Is the first pitch. Garrett Wallace will sky into center field. Easy pickings for Jeremy Gunter. Started back, came on. Wallace is retired for out number 2, and quickly there's 2 down for Christian Pregent as the Suns got a 2-out rally in the first inning on a Townsend walk and a Hutzel double. See if they can put together something similar here in the second with Pregent and Dixon. First pitch of the at-bat misses low and outside at 83 miles an hour. 1 ball, no strikes is the count on Christian Pregent, the all-star catcher, the incoming freshman, heading to Stetson as the 1-0 pitch comes low and inside again. Pregent now ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count. The lefty on righty matchup has the 2-0. A grounder towards third, I should say. Throw across the diamond from George is in time, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 inning worked by Marcus McCoy as we go to the top of the third inning here in DeLand. Your score, it's the DeLand Suns 1 and the Seminole County Scorpions nothing. Top half of inning number 3 begins with a line drive into left center field. A base hit by the 9-hole hitter Jeremy Gunter. He eats it going around first, and any chance he had of getting extra bases is denied as he dove down to the ground right near the first baseman Joe Burke. But either way, it's the second hit of the game for Seminole County. It's a leadoff single by Jeremy Gunter to put a runner on first with nobody out here in the third for the top of the order and Topher Grant.
Yeah, good for Jeremy. He's been stepping it up as of late. In the Leesburg series last week, he got 2 hits.
87 miles an hour on the outer edge for a strike by Daniel Perrette. Starts the count 0-1.
That's his 6th hit in his last 5 games for Jeremy. He's got good speed on the base path.
No balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second from Pregent. See ya. Christian Pregent throws out Jeremy Gunter. Second runner of the game retired on the base paths. First runner caught stealing today by Christian Pregent. And there's one away in the 3rd inning with Topher Grant still at the plate in the count 1-1.
I like the aggressive base running there from the Scorpions. Just a great throw there from Pregent to get Gunter.
Bouncing ball left side of the infield. Wallace collects it knee high. Little trouble getting it out of his glove, but finally comes through. He throws out Topher Grant, and there's 2 gone here in inning number 3 for the 2-hole hitter, Anthony George. Two gone here in the 3rd inning for George, who was plunked by a delivery from Perrette in inning number 1. Perrette looking for a 2nd consecutive unorthodox 1-2-3 inning. Gave up a base runner in the 2nd. The batter's interference erased that as he misses outside 1-0. Gave up a single here in the 3rd inning, but a caught stealing erases that.
Yeah, George reached base and is stranded at 3rd on a hit by pitch in the 1st.
He fouls off the 1-0 delivery, and the count runs even at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, your count on Anthony George. Parker Smith, who has one of the 2 Scorpions hits, is on deck. Perrette's 1-1 is a fly ball lifted into left. It'll send Mark Townsend back near the Bud Light sign, but he's there to make the catch, and the inning is over. For the 2nd inning in a row, Perrette faces the minimum. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Suns with a 1-0 lead over Seminole County. Bottom of the 3rd inning sees Tim Dixon step onto the plate for the DeLand Suns to face Marcus McCoy, who's retired 4 straight since the bloop double by Peter Hutzel. First pitch here in the bottom of the 3rd inning is in there over the plate for a strike, 0-1 on Dixon. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 from McCoy comes inside on Tim Dixon. Count runs even at a ball and a strike. The RBI double by Peter Hutzel, the difference in the ball game right now, as the 1-1 delivery by McCoy to Dixon is sent up and out of the ballpark by the Little Rock commit as the count moves to 1-2.
And McCoy to this point, 19 strikes, 14 balls. He's pitched 2 innings, a hit, a run. It was earned. He does have a walk and a strikeout as well.
1-2 pitch misses the zone for a ball. Count runs even on Tim Dixon. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 delivery is a bouncing ball left side of the infield, corralled at 3rd. The throw looped across the diamond by George in time, and 5 straight have now been retired by McCoy, as the second trip through the order will start with Joe McNamara, who was a ground out victim his first time up.
Yeah, McCoy is settling in, getting into a groove, and every time I talk to McCoy, he says he wants to get into a groove early in the ball game, and he's done that the last 5 batters, back-to-back groundouts, the third only a strikeout and a flyout.
One gone, bottom of the third inning. Suns lead it 1-0 as the first pitch of the at-bat is taken for a strike. On the outer edge by McNamara, count 0-1. The 0-1 delivery from McCoy is a fly ball hit down the left field line, but racing over to make the catch, camping underneath it is Smith. And McCoy continues to deal for the Scorps as there's 2 gone in the third for Hunter Fornari. Fornari, a pop-out victim to the second baseman Lopez his first time up. As the first pitch to Hunter Fornari misses the zone for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, the 1-0 pitch. Misses just a hair low and inside to Fornari as the count moves to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 2-0 pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. A 1-2-3 inning by Marcus McCoy. Shuts down the DeLand order for the second inning in a row as we go to the top of the fourth inning. From Melching Field in DeLand with your score, it's the DeLand Suns leading the Seminole County Scorpions 1-0. Heart of the order for Seminole County, 3, 4, and 5. Smith, Wash, Hogland to face Daniel Perrette in his 4th inning of work. Perrette has faced the minimum in back-to-back innings despite giving up a base runner in both innings. Comes inside with a breaking ball, misses the zone 1-0 to Parker Smith.
Yeah, Parker Smith singled his last time up, and what I've noticed from Parker over the last few games is the patience at the plate. He's looking for his pitch to drive. He's taking some pitches that are close in the zone that are balls, and he's not chasing pitches.
Couldn't drive that one as it's fouled off down the right side. Count runs even on Parker Smith. 1 ball and 1 strike. Perrette winds and deals the 1-1. Big swing and a miss, 86 miles an hour on that one from Daniel Perrette, and the count moves to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, your count, as Perrette will step off the rubber. Suns with a 1-0 lead as the 1-2 from Perrette is fouled off. Just getting a piece of that one is the 3-hole hitting Parker Smith as the at-bat stays alive, 1-2.
A nice job there from Smith. Just getting a little bit of contact on that one. Just barely got a piece and staying alive here with 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to your count as into the motion Perrette. The 1-2 pitch. High ball 2, and Perrette hasn't been able to put guys away. 0-2, 1-2 today. worked deeper into counts, which could come into play as we go along in this ball game. The 2-2 pitch from Perret, low and inside, and the count on the leadoff hitter of the inning is 3-2.
And that's the 47th pitch for Perret through 3 innings. He's got 26 strikes, 21 balls.
3-2 from Perret. Ball is lifted high and deep to left field. Mark Townsend, though, will track it. A home run maybe anywhere else, but not here. Townsend tracks it, and there's one gone.
Yeah, just got a little bit underneath that one. That ball was crushed, but like you said, probably a home run in any other ballpark except for here at Melching Field at Conrad Park.
So one gone in the frame for the cleanup hitting Riley Wash, who was a strikeout victim his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat comes inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch right down Broadway for a strike from Perret. The Stetson Hatter has the count aces while the ball is striking it out. Quickly back to work. The 1-1 pitch misses high and away, and the count on Riley Wash is 2-1.
The 2-run home run in Monday's contest got Wash's 4th and 5th RBIs of the season.
Pop-up foul down the right side, and the count on Riley Wash has evened itself 2 balls and 2 strikes. Suns with a 1-0 lead, top of the 4th inning. Only 3 hits combined between the two teams as Perret catches the outside corner, strike 3. Punches Riley Wash for his 4th strikeout of the afternoon, and there's 2 gone here in the 4th for the ever-dangerous right fielder in Gunnar Hogland.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pitch there from Perret, painting the outside corner for strike 3. That is Wash's 2nd strikeout of the evening.
First pitch of the at-bat. Catches the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is clubbed back up the middle, a base hit as it's lined into center field by Gunnar Hogland. He has his first hit of the game, 3rd hit overall for the Seminole County Scorpions as they put a runner on for the 4th inning in a row, but Perret will try to throw up a 0 for the 1st inning in a row as he faces the 6-hole hitter in Kyle Richardson.
Yeah, that was a nice job there from Gunnar Hogland, staying back and driving that pitch right back up the middle for a line drive base hit. And Kyle Richardson here trying to extend the inning, as you mentioned, Ryan. The Scorps have been getting base runners. Let's see what Richardson can do here.
First pitch of the at-bat, paints the black. Does Perret for a strike, 0-1 to Richardson. No runs on 3 hits for the Scorpions. Suns have just 1 hit, but it drove in a run, the double by Peter Hutzel that brought in Mark Townsend. Perret's 0-1 delivery, big swing and a miss, elevates the fastball and gets ahead of Kyle Richardson. No balls and 2 strikes. The left-hander Perret looking for his 5th strikeout and his 4th straight scoreless frame. The 0-2 pitch, big swing and a miss, strike 3. Daniel Perret, with 5 strikeouts through 4 innings, has kept the Seminole County Scorpions off the board as we go to the bottom of inning number 4. The DeLand Suns hold a 1-0 lead. Heart of the order for the DeLand Suns, Townsend and Hutzel, followed by Alan Alonso. Bottom of the fourth inning, Suns lead the Scorpions 1-0. Into the motion, the lefty Marcus McCoy gets a ground ball, but it's fouled down the left side. Count is 0-1 on Townsend, who walked and then scored on the bloop double by Peter Hutzel in inning number 1.
After allowing the run in the first inning, Marcus McCoy has settled down nicely, retired the next 6 batters in order.
Townsend shoots one into right center field. That's down. Could be extra bases for Townsend. He'll round first and dig for second. He will now stop at second base. And now the ball got away from the outfielder, and Townsend will go to third. So score that a double and an E8 by Gunter, as I think with the rain that's now falling here in DeLand, that ball just squirted out of his hand. So give a double and an air to Mark Townsend.
He tried to throw the ball in, and it slipped out of his hands and landed about 5 feet in front of him. And then Townsend was able to get all the way to third on that.
I think Townsend might be kicking himself a little bit there, as if he had kept going around second, he might have gotten all the way around. Another RBI chance for Peter Hutzel. He'll take a first pitch strike at the knees. 0-1 to the Marshall product as the Suns knocking on the door to try to take a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the fourth inning here in DeLand. The 0-1 to Hutzel. Fouls it up and above the screen. And he finds himself down in the count 0-2. Suns looking to extend their lead for Daniel Perrette. The 0-2 pitch to Hutzel. Misses low and outside. It's 1-2 as Alan Alonso stands in the on-deck circle for DeLand. Second hit of the game for the Suns. They've both been doubles as the 1-2 pitch. Hutzel will club one foul down the right field side. Turned on that one, but a little too much, as it remains 1-2 on the Calgary, Alberta, Canada native. The 1-2 pitch from the left-hander. Breaking ball that comes high and tight, 73 miles an hour. That one just got away from McCoy a little bit with the count 2-2.
Now see what he goes with here. Went with the off-speed stuff, back-to-back pitches.
2-2 pitch, gets the swing and a miss, tag applied, and Peter Hutzel is put down on strikes. McCoy picks up his second strikeout of the game, and he faces Alan Alonso, who popped up in foul territory his first time up. Runner on third, one away in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch there from McCoy. It's like a knuckle curve slider. That's what he told me.
Misses outside for a ball, 1-0.
And he said when he commands that pitch, that's his go-to. He commands it well, and he said he's been trying to work on this summer, placing that pitch early in the count.
The 1-0 delivery, high and tight to Alonso. 2 balls, no strikes on DeLand's 5-hole hitter, Joe Burke. Out of Kentucky Wesleyan stands in the on-deck circle for the Suns. Rain continues to fall here in DeLand. The skies don't show it. It's about a half blue sky, but a cell right above us is dropping rain on the ballpark. The 2-0 pitch is below the knees of Alonso, and the count is 3-0. A walk would not be horrible here for the Scorpions. Would set up a possible double play. But Alonso does have good speed. The 3-0, a big hack 3-0 from Alonso. He fouls it off in the count. 3 balls and a strike on the 5-hole hitter.
Yeah, I was surprised he got the green light there on 3-0.
A run on 2 hits for the Suns, looking to give themselves a second run of the game, and Alonso will do it. Bouncing ball through the left side, a base hit, an RBI single for a double Alan Alonso, and the Suns lead it here in the bottom of the fourth inning, 2-0 on Alonso's RBI single.
A nice job there from Alonso as he's shaken up there at first base, it looks like. But
another guy that took an awkward turn around first. We saw the same thing with, I believe it was Jeremy Gunter back in inning number 3, that he came around first, and Gunter actually tripped and fell. Alonso kind of just came up gimpy coming around first.
Yeah, but anyway, he does a nice job there not trying to do too much on the 3-1 and driving that one in the hole towards left field.
First pitch to Joe Burke is right down Broadway for a strike, 0-1. as Alan Alonso gives DeLand a 2-0 lead in the bottom of inning number 4 as McCoy will come set above the belt and deal his 0-1. It's high and tight for a ball, and the count goes to Aces Wild. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on for Joe Burke. Set from the stretch is the left-hander as the 1-1 pitch from McCoy comes low and inside for a ball to Joe Burke. It's 2-1 as McCoy at 56 pitches in his 4th inning of work.
And Alonso still trying to walk off that. It looks like a right leg injury. I mean, he's lingering out there at first, laboring.
2-1 pitch, misses the zone for a ball, 3-1. If the Suns needed to make a change, they probably would go with Robert Bell if Alonso could not continue. Or he probably would go with Robert Bell as the 3-1 pitch is fouled off by Burke and the count fills 3-2. The only other guy on the roster today is the other catcher, Rodrigo Montenegro. A couple guys nursing little injuries. Full count to Burke. We'll see if they put Alonso in motion. I would bet not with him still a little gimpy. He does not go, and Burke holds up on the 3-2 pitch, and Joe Burke has himself a walk, and the Suns have first and second with 1 out here in the 4th inning for Garrett Wallace.
Yeah, it looks like that could possibly be it for Alonso. No, he's just given his something to the third base coach there. But if you're Marcus McCoy right now, you just got to settle down and throw some strikes here. He's done a pretty good job at that in this ball game. But he's got to bear down, keep this game at a 2-0 game.
16th walk of the season drawn by Joe Burke as the first pitch to Garrett Wallace is over the outside half of the plate for a strike, and the count is 0-1 on DeLand's 7-hole hitter. Oh, 1 pitch from the lefty McCoy. Big swing and a miss. Back pick to second's going to skip almost into center field. They nearly back picked Alonso as the ball wound up squirting out of the hands of the second baseman Lopez there as the rain continuing to fall and maybe slowing here in DeLand as the count on Garrett Wallace is 0-2.
Now that might have had a chance there at second if Richardson was able to catch that ball, as it could have been a bang-bang play. Nice heads-up play there from Reichman. The throw was on the money.
Just could not get him as the count on Garrett Wallace is 0-2. 0-2 pitch, and getting off the rubber is McCoy. He'll chase the runner back to second in Alonso. Alonso on second, Joe Burke on first. 1 gone, bottom of the 4th inning. Suns trying to give themselves some breathing room. The 0-2 pitch to Wallace is fouled off down the right side. It'll get up into the parking lot, and we'll do it again. Behind Garrett Wallace is Christian Pregent, then Tim Dixon. McCoy checks the runner at second and deals the 0-2 pitch. It will miss inside for a ball. Tried to paint the inside corner, couldn't quite find it, and the count on Wallace moves to 1-2.
Yeah, that was a close pitch there. Looked like it hit the inside corner. I guess not. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes from McCoy. Checks the runner and deals the 1-2. That one low and inside as well. And the count on Garrett Wallace is 2 balls and 2 strikes. McCoy trying to get the second out of the inning. Middle infield in double play depth. Looking to turn 2. The 2-2 pitch is shot into right center field. Converging, that ball is going to drop. Having to hold from second base was Alan Alonso. He will be late getting to third, but he is in. So it's a single by Garrett Wallace, and the Suns have loaded the bases here in the fourth with one out for the incoming Stetson Hatter in Christian Pregent.
A nice piece of hitting there from Wallace as it was in the air for a long time, so Alonso had to hold up there for second. So bases loaded now. McCoy got to bear down here, looking for the double play ball in the middle infield. Corners will be in here with Pregent up.
Corners in to try to get the first out at the plate. Middle infielders back to try to do it conventionally. First pitch from McCoy to Pregent. Misses the zone. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch in the dirt. Good stop behind the plate from Brooks Reichman. But now a major hitter's count for Christian Pregent. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
And this is the first time really today that we've seen McCoy getting behind hitters. He's done it a lot in this inning. 2-0 here.
The 2-0 pitch to Pregent. He hits a sky-high pop-up on the right side. First baseman and catcher look at it, but it's going to get over the screen and off the top of the dugout. It's out of play, and Christian Pregent, with a sigh of relief, heads back to the plate for a 2-1 pitch. Two 2-0 Suns, bottom of the fourth inning. Bases loaded, 1 out for Christian Pregent. The 2-1 pitch from the lefty. Misses low and outside, and Pregent now 1 pitch away from driving in a run on the bases loaded walk. The 3-1 from the lefty. Misses low and outside, ball 4. It's a bases loaded walk to Christian Pregent, and the Suns now lead it 3-0 with the 9-hole hitter Tim Dixon coming to the plate.
As Brooks Reichman going out to talk to his pitcher, as DeLand took advantage of that in the last series again with these two teams. The Scorpions struggled to throw strikes, and DeLand took advantage. Still with the bases loaded here, 1 out, looking to add on to their lead. If you're Marcus McCoy, got to throw strikes here.
But you can't try too hard to throw strikes lest you groove one to a hitter, and you throw it out of the zone, you give up 1 run, you groove one, you give up 3. First pitch, high and outside for a ball, 1-0, and we don't see any action out in the bullpen for the Scorpions, but that may change here quickly as McCoy, north of 70 pitches, misses again, low and outside. It's 2-0 on Tim Dixon. The bullpens are actually, looks like they're covered, so tough for anyone really to get something going as the 2-0 delivery. That one catches the outside corner for a strike, 2-1. 3-0 Suns. The 2-1 pitch from McCoy is a fly ball into shallow right field. 2 Scorpions converge on it. It is caught in right. There was actually a collision, but a nice throw made by Hoagland. Now a back pick to second, not in time. Hoagland and Lopez converged on it. Hoagland caught it, and I think he's got about 8 inches and 120 pounds on Lopez. So Lopez bounced off him like a bouncy ball, and Hoagland threw a strike to the plate to make sure no one was advancing. Dixon is out number 2. Bases loaded for Joe McNamara.
Yeah, and Hoagland was coming in on that baseball, so it was an easier play for him. As Lopez, it was a great hustle to get to that ball, but Hoagland needs to do probably a better job of communicating and calling Lopez off there.
First pitch of the at-bat to Joe McNamara, the 8th hitter of this 4th inning. Misses the zone for a ball, 1-0. You got to think that the Scorps may try to send him back out for a 5th inning, but McCoy's probably nearing the end of his day as he throws a strike to McNamara. It's 1-1, as that was the 76th pitch of the day by Marcus McCoy. The lefty McCoy deals the 1-1 pitch. It comes inside and nearly hits McNamara. Almost brought in run number 4 as it's way inside. It's 2-1.
Yeah, this is a big batter here for McCoy because if he's lingering around the 80, 85 pitch mark by the end of this batter, if he gets him out, they'll probably send him back out there for the 5th.
Throws a strike on the 2-1 delivery, and the count runs to deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runs in this inning for the Suns, who have the bases loaded. The 2-2 pitch to Joe McNamara is a blooper foul on the right side. It'll bounce off the metal bleachers on the right side of the ballpark. Count remains deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, as this will be pitch number 80 for Marcus McCoy. Works from the windup with the bases loaded as the 2-2 pitch bounces in. A great play made by the catcher in Reichman. Count full, 3-2.
Yeah, it looks like McCoy might have tried to overthrow that one. Might have slipped also. He's got to bounce back here. Big pitch, 3-2.
The carousel will move. Burke from third, Wallace from second, Pregent from first. They go. It's back up the middle. It's deflected by McCoy, but into no man's land. It's going to be a 2-run single for Joe McNamara, and the Suns lead it 5-0. McNamara sprayed that ball right at McCoy. He reflexed it. It went just off the edge of his glove and rolled into no man's land. And with Garrett Wallace moving on the pitch, he scores easily, as well as Burke. Christian Pregent moves up to third. It's a 4-run fourth for the Suns, who now lead it 5-0.
Yeah, that was a little bit unlucky there for the Scorpions. It was a very hard-hit ball. Kind of got McCoy off guard a little bit, and like you said, rolled into no man's land, and 2 runs were able to score because of it. As Jeff Lemon coming out to talk to his pitcher, making sure he's okay.
A, checking on McCoy. B, settling down McCoy. C, taking some time to get your pitchers ready to go, as action is going to start in the bullpen for the Seminole County Scorpions.
It looks like Alex Carpenter is going to start warming up for the Scorps in the bullpen.
A rising senior out of Eastern Florida State College. First pitch of the at-bat, roped foul. It scares the Suns bullpen, who was not expecting that. Count on Hunter Fornari, the 9th hitter of the inning for the Suns. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 from McCoy, trying to get out of the inning with no more harm done. Fouled off by Hunter Fornari, and the count is 0-2. Based on when they sent Carpenter out there, you got to believe that the plan is see if you can get McCoy through this inning, as this will be pitch number 84, and then make the move to the bullpen. But action might have stopped out there. The 0-2 pitch coming to Fornari. Runners at the corners, 2 away, as Fornari clubs it deep down the left field line, but it tails foul. That ball hit probably 310 feet down the left field line, but it tailed foul, and the count stays 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. From the stretch, the 0-2, runners go as a bouncing ball is fair down the third base line. 1 run will score. Joe McNamara will be sent around third base. The throw will come to third. It will not come to the plate. It's a 2-run double for Hunter Fornari. And the DeLand Suns have broken and open here in the 4th. It's 7-0 DeLand on a 2-run double by Hunter Fornari.
Yeah, that one just got out of the reach of George down there at third base. Nice job there from Fornari, driving that one down the line and getting 2 more runs home to make this 7-0 as Mark Townsend steps in.
The 10th hitter of the 4th inning will be the guy that started it for the DeLand Suns in Mark Townsend. He doubled, went to third on an error, and then scored on the Alan Alonso single. Pitch upstairs to Townsend for a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes with a runner on second and 2 gone. Big swing and a miss from Townsend, and the count evens at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike on Townsend as he gets the pitch from McCoy, high and tight for a ball. Townsend with the advantage, 2-1, as that was pitch 88 for Marcus McCoy. The 2-1 pitch to Townsend. He will bounce one through the right. No, a great diving stop. Made it second. Throw to the bag is in time. They just get Mark Townsend, who nearly had himself another hit, but he's put out on the ground out. An excellent play by Fausto Lopez, but the Suns hang a 6 spot in the bottom of the 4th inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Suns 7, Scorpions nothing, as DeLand back to work. A 6-run bottom of the 4th inning as Daniel Perrette with all kinds of room to work, as the first pitch of the inning is an attempted bunt by Brooks Reichman. It heads into the dugout on the Suns' side. It's 1 ball. It's no balls and a strike.
Reichman reached on a walk his first time up.
0-1 pitch. Perrette tries to paint the knees and can. It's low for a ball. 1-1 on Brooks Reichman. Into the motion, the 1-1 pitch from Perrette is lined back up the middle, a base hit. So for the 5th inning in a row, Seminole County has a runner on. For the 4th time in 5 innings, they have a hit. As there's a runner on first, nobody away for Fausto Lopez.
A nice job there from Reichman driving that one for a single, giving the Scorpions a base runner. Let's see what they can do with it here with Lopez at the plate.
The Suns have only out-hit the Scorpions 6-4, but those hits have been timely for the Suns. First pitch of the at-bat from Perrette dials up the fastball. A foul tip by Lopez back into the glove of Pregent is 0-1. You look at the Suns' hits. Their first hit was a double. It drove in a run. Their second hit was a double. It led to a run. Bouncing ball caught by Joe Burke at first. Now he turns to second. The ball will not be in time. Joe Burke made an outstanding diving catch at first, taking it off 1 hop, taking away a sure extra base hit from Fausto Lopez. He then turned, tried to throw Reichman out at second, but he was able to slide in safely. That is an outstanding play at first from Joe Burke.
Yeah, it really is. He made an absolutely phenomenal play down there at first and had to dive to his glove side. Not only did he make the play, he had enough sense to throw the ball to second to try to get Reichman for the out, and it was a very close play. Nice play from Burke.
Takes away what could have been extra bases. First pitch from Perret up and away for a ball to Jeremy Gunter, who had a single but that was then caught stealing back in the third inning. Perret set from the stretch. Runner will go for third. Throw from Christian Pregent. See you later. Christian Pregent throws out Brooks Reichman as Seminole County, we talked about they've had base runners in every inning, but the Scorps have really just run themselves out of innings. 3 times today they've had a base runner put out of the base paths, twice caught stealing by Pregent, and once on the batter's interference.
And I'm surprised he went there because you were already in scoring position there at second. Trying to extend it to third. Very surprising move there.
Count 1-2 as for the third time in 4 innings. Daniel Perret will try to get an unconventional 1-2-3. He gets a swing from Gunter. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch from Perret, high and outside for a ball. Count is full at 3-2. Payoff pitch from Perret. Got him swinging, strike 3. Daniel Perret picks up punch out number 6, and for the third time in 4 innings, works an unconventional 1-2-3. We head to the bottom half of inning number 5. Sun 7, Scorps nothing. Bottom half of inning number 5, it'll be Peter Hutzel who leads things off for DeLand. A 6-run 4th inning for the Suns officially chases Marcus McCoy from the ball game, and it leads to a new pitcher out of Eastern Florida State for Seminole County.
Yeah, that's Alex Carpenter. 1-0 record, 6.96 ERA. As that one's taken upstairs for a ball, 1-0. His last game against Leesburg, he pitched in the 9-2 win. An inning and 2/3, 2 runs, both earned, a hit, 3 walks.
Hutzel will hit a high fly ball into center field. Gunter will track it, and he's there to make the catch to retire Peter Hutzel for out number 1. One away here in the 5th inning to bring up Alan Alonso.
He's pitched 2 times before against DeLand this year. First time came June 15th, 2 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 hits, a strikeout, and a walk. And then pitched June 28th, different story there. 1 2/3 innings, 6 runs, 4 earned, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. He gave up a grand slam in that game with the coming in relief.
DeLand.
But he has been pretty consistent all year for Seminole County.
Pitch low and outside for a ball. 1-0 to Alan Alonso. 1 for 2 today with a single for an RBI in the 4th inning. And the pop out back in the 1st. 1-0 pitch, low and outside for a ball. It's 2-0. Suns have spread the offense around today. 2 RBIs from McNamara, 2 RBIs from Fornari, 1 from Hutzel, and 1 from Alonso. 2 balls, no strikes on Alan Alonso. He looks to reach base for the 2nd time tonight. Carpenter holds his arms almost extended straight out from his body when he comes set, and he deals the pitch in there for a strike. It's 2-1 on the 5-hole hitter in the Suns' order with Joe Burke in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, Carpenter works from the stretch, even with bases empty.
Popped up on the 2-1, but it'll get out of play, and the count on Alan Alonso is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This is his 7th appearance for the Scorpions. Pitched 10 1/3 innings, 9 strikeouts to 11 walks, 10 hits.
Not a great whip with over 2 walks and hits allowed per inning, but has been able to work some effective outings this summer for Seminole County as he'll step off the rubber briefly.
He threw a 7 1/3 innings this past summer, or this past season rather, at Eastern Florida State. Had an ERA of 2.45 and 6 Ks.
2-2 pitch, low and outside for a ball, and the count runs full to Alan Alonso, 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, payoff pitch coming to Alan Alonso with 1 gone in the frame. That 3-2 pitch is squared up into center field, chasing it back and making the catch will be Gunter. Second batter in a row that squared one up, but they've both been tracked down by Gunter. There's 2 gone here in the 5th for Joe Burke.
Yeah, Alonso drove that one deep towards center as Gunter ranged back to make that catch. Nice job. 2 up, 2 down quickly here for Carpenter. And when Carpenter's been successful this year, he's gotten ahead of hitters early in the count, and he's throwing a lot of strikes. When he struggles, it's when he gets behind and he walks a lot of people.
First pitch breaking ball snaps into the zone for a strike to Joe Burke. 0-1 the count on the first baseman.
But I'd say he's done a pretty solid job of working out of jams this year.
No balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch fouled back to the screen, and he's a strike away from working a 1-2-3 here in the 5th with the count on Joe Burke, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As the 0-2 delivery to Burke, low and outside for a ball. Burke remains at the plate with the count 1-2. Suns lead it 7-0, courtesy of a 6-run fourth inning. Runs provided by one from Alonso, one from Pregent, two from McNamara, and two from Fornari. The 1-2 pitch from Carpenter. Outside, went with what looked like a slider there that missed the zone. Induces are wild to Burke. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Yeah, that one, you just got away from him there on the slider from Carpenter. So he comes back with here, count even at 2. Was ahead to this batter.
The 2-2 pitch, low again, and the count on Burke has filled its 3 balls and 2 strikes. After Burke will be Garrett Wallace, who singled in the 4th inning. Came around to eventually score on the Fornari double. Burke draws his 2nd walk of the night as he takes a pitch that just missed the zone, and he will trot down to first, and he will stand there for Garrett Wallace, who's 1 for 2 today, a fly out in the 2nd and a single and a run scored in the 4th.
A nice job there from Joe Burke. Has showed a lot of patience at the plate there after being down in the count 0-2, and did a nice job laying off the off-speed stuff in the zone, or out of the zone rather, and worked the walk.
First pitch of the at-bat is in there at the letters for a strike to Garrett Wallace, 0-1. 4th hitter of the inning for the Suns after 10 came to the plate in the 4th inning as part of that 6-run frame. Burke not a likely candidate to take off from first, as Carpenter, with his arms stretched, deals the 0-1 pitch. That ball sprayed down the right field line, but it's foul. Ball pretty well struck by Wallace, but tails foul, and the upstate Spartan once again finds himself down in the count, 0-2.
The same situation here for Carpenter, ahead 0-2. Let's see if his mindset changes a little bit here, and he attacks Wallace instead of getting something Wallace could chase out of the zone. Let's see if he goes with something in the zone here and tries to overpower him with a heater.
Top of the 6th inning, it will be the top of the order for the Seminole County Scorpions. Reynolds, George, Smith. Reynolds came into the game as a defensive replacement for Topher Grant earlier this inning as the 0-2 delivery. He did try to get a chase. It's low and outside for a ball. Count on Garrett Wallace, runs to 1-2. Suns looking for their 21st win of the 2019 season. Try to keep pace as much as they can with the Winter Park Diamond Dogs. The 1-2 pitch, high and tight for a ball. Count on Garrett Wallace, 2-2. And remember, the Suns last year won 22 games in the regular season and went on to win the Florida League Championship. This team well ahead of last year's pace. 5 teams in the playoffs. All that matters is what you do come the end of July and the first days of August. Bouncing ball left side, corralled at third. Throw across the diamond by George in time, and the inning is over. Suns get a 2-out walk, but can do no further damage. We go to the top of the 6th inning from Melching Field. It's DeLand 7, Seminole County nothing, as you're watching Florida League Baseball on YouTube. To the sounds of Queen, Brady Chobin will step on the mound for the DeLand Suns. The Florida League All-Star will relieve a fellow All-Star in Daniel Perrette, who exits after 5 very, very strong innings. He turns it over to Chobin, who for much of the season has been the closer for the DeLand Suns. He's had some struggles as of late, so head coach Rick Hall saying, okay, let's use him in a lower leverage role as the first pitch is fouled off 0-1. Chobin with a 5.53 ERA, has struck out 12 and walked 9 in 13 innings. He's allowed 9 runs, 9 hits, 11 runs, 8 earned, making his 11th appearance of the season as he's ahead in the count 0-2. The 0-2 delivery is gassed up 91 miles an hour low and inside. It's 1-2. Of his earned runs, they've all come in his last 3 outings. He's allowed 8 earned runs in his last 5 1/3. Before that, in his first 7 2/3, he didn't allow a thing. In fact, in his first 7 outings of the season, he did not allow a hit.
Josh Reynolds in for the Scorpions. He's got a big hit in Monday's contest.
Will hit a one-hopper. Nice play made at short by Hunter Fornari. His throw is off the bag, but Joe Burke applies the swipe tag, and Josh Reynolds put out on the ground out. Hunter Fornari waited on that one, but picked it off the dirt and threw it across the diamond in time to get Josh Reynolds and bring up Anthony George.
Yeah, nice play there from Fornari and Burke. Burke, that throw made him come off the bag a little bit. Did a good job catching it and putting the tag on for the first out.
Chobin into the motion. His first pitch of the new at-bat is fouled off 0-1. Entering the month of July, Brady Chobin had a 0.93 ERA, but in his last 3 1/3 innings has allowed 7 earned runs. 14-12 win at Winter Garden and a 9-4 loss at Winter Park. Chobin's 0-1, bouncing ball back up the middle, a base hit, as Anthony George makes it 6 innings in a row with a base runner for Seminole County. He's aboard for the second time today, and he stands on first with 1 out here in the 6th for Parker Smith.
Yeah, nice job there from George. Drives that one right up the middle for a base hit. Scorpions have gotten base runners, just unable to cash in. Made a few mistakes on the base pass for outs, and Parker Smith up here trying to chip into this 7-0 deficit.
And again, the difference in this baseball game is timely hitting, as Chobin at 90 miles an hour throws a strike 0-1. The Scorpions have 5 hits. They're all singles. The Suns have 6 hits. That includes 3 doubles, a 2-run single, and 2 other singles, 1 an RBI and 1 that then led to a run when Garrett Wallace was eventually driven in. So every hit the Suns have had has either driven in a run or has led to that guy scoring. 1-1 pitch, Christian Pregent does it again. Christian Pregent throws out his 3rd runner of the baseball game. Anthony George is caught stealing, and there's 2 gone, and now a 1 pitch away is Brady Chobin from going on yet again 1, 2, 3.
Well, it looked like from here, I know we're far away, but it looked like George got underneath that tag, but Pregent made a nice throw there as Parker Smith strikes out to end the inning.
Brady Chobin strikes out Parker Smith, and the inning is over for the 3rd time in 6 innings. It's an unconventional 1-2-3 worked by the Suns as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning from DeLand. Suns 7, Scorps nothing. Christian Pregent will shoot one into left field. A base hit. The incoming Stetson Hatter having himself a night. He's been on base twice, and he stands on first with nobody out for the 9-hole hitter, Tim Dixon.
Nice job there from Pregent, driving that one to left field. That was a nice hard hit ball, line drive, and Suns here trying to threat here in the bottom of the 6th inning, already with a 7-0 lead.
So it will be Pregent followed by Dixon and McNamara. Runner stands on first in the person of Christian Pregent. First pitch of the at-bat, breaking ball misses inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, the count on Tim Dixon. As a defensive change for the Scorpions. We'll give you after the 1-0 pitch is popped up foul and out of play. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike on Tim Dixon as the Scorps, like they've made a change defensively.
Yes, Fausto Lopez out of the game at second base. Bobby Spitolski in his spot. Hasn't played a lot of second this year, or this summer. Has been there before.
He'll enter in the number 8 spot in the order as that pitch to Dixon misses the zone. It's 2-1. He'll be due up 5th in the top of the 7th inning. 2 balls, 1 strike on Tim Dixon. Suns lead it 7-0, courtesy of a 6-run bottom of the 4th inning. That broke this ball game wide open. Again, you look at the hit column, it's 7-5, but it's been timely for the Suns. They've gotten those hits with runners on and runners in scoring position. 2-1, low and outside, and the count on Tim Dixon, 3 balls and a strike as the top of the order and Joe McNamara avoids. The 3-1 pitch, bouncing ball back to the mound. Turn to second is going to be off the line. The throw from Carpenter just sailed on the covering shortstop. Score that a fielder's choice E1. That puts runners on first and second with nobody out.
That ball was hit right back at Carpenter, the pitcher, and maybe he didn't have communication after the first base runner there, Pregent, reached on a single of who was covering second base. It looked like he hesitated there, and he airmailed the throw.
So McNamara at the plate. He drove in 2 with a single in the 4th inning. Second error of the game committed by the Scorpions. Puts 2 on with nobody out for the leadoff hitter in Winthrop's Joe McNamara. First pitch to him. High, but in there for a strike on the outer edge, and the count is 0-1.
They had 4 errors in Monday's game against Sanford. They were able to win it 10-3. That error right there, costly as it could have been 2 outs.
Could have been 2 outs, and McNamara represents the possible run rule run as that pitch is in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. If McNamara were to wind up coming in to score, as well as Pregent and Dixon, Suns would just need 3 outs in the top of the 7th inning to bring this game to a conclusion.
Also, new catcher for the Scorpions, I just saw there, Hayden Cross behind the plate. Number 15.
Hayden Cross, number 15, steps behind the plate. He will enter in the 4 spot in the next inning, the 7 spot overall. The 1-1 pitch is fouled back to the screen by McNamara, and the count on DeLand's leadoff hitter is a ball and 2 strikes. Bottom of the 6th inning from Melching Field, the first of 3 between these two teams. The Suns leading 7-0 over Seminole County, looking to get their 21st win of the 2019 campaign. Time is called.
Let's see what Carpenter goes with here. 1-2 in the count. Probably something out of the zone.
1-2 breaking ball. Carpenter gets a fly ball into shallow right. Hoagland comes on and makes the catch. The Suns runners get back to their bases. McNamara flies out for out number 1 here in the 6th inning to bring up Hunter Fornari, who hit a 2-run double to cap the scoring in the fourth inning for DeLand.
Nice pitch there from Carpenter. That was one that was out of the zone on the outer half of the plate. Breaking ball. Nice pitch.
Runners on first and second, one gone for Fornari. Suns looking to add to their lead here in the bottom of the sixth inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Bouncing ball towards third. Throw to second in time. Turn to first in time. A 5-4-3 double play. And the inning is over here in the sixth. Suns get the first two on, but can add no more. We go to the top of the seventh inning from DeLand with your score. Suns 7, Scorpions nothing. Gassing up an 89-mile-an-hour fastball was Brady Chobin. And he does it again, 89 down the middle, and he's quickly ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes on the Seminole County DH. Riley Wash as the 0-2. Chobin got him, strike 3. Christian Prejean didn't even wait. He popped up and fired it down to third as there's one away in the 7th for Gunnar Hogland.
Yeah, those were 3 quick pitches there to Riley Wash. That's his 3rd strikeout tonight. That'll bring up Gunnar Hogland here, who does have a hit on the evening. Line drive single up the middle.
That came off of Daniel Perret as Brady Chobin is feeling it right now as he is just going fastball, 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 and he hasn't thrown one, I think, slower than 88 miles an hour. His 0-1 pitch, fastball at 90 miles an hour, and Brady Chobin's going with the old Ricky Vaughn approach. Here's the fastball, try and hit it. Here's the fastball, try and hit it. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 gone in the 7th as Brady Chobin is rolling.
Yeah, that's just pure domination here from Chobin here. 6 strikes, 6 fastballs. I mean, he's attacking these hitters, and you know, you mentioned how he got off to a great start and then has struggled as of late. You know, this outing right here could boost his confidence a little bit and get him back to where he was.
Well, someone finally hit the fastball. It's a diving stop made at short. The throw is in time. What a play at shortstop by Hunter Fornari. And an inning that took roughly 45 seconds is over. 6 pitches, 6 strikes, and then a web gem over at short by Hunter Fornari. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's DeLand leading 7-0. Top half of inning number 7 took just 7 pitches from Brady Chobin. As the first pitch of the bottom of the 7th inning to Mark Townsend, who's 1 for 2 today, misses the zone for a ball. It's 1-0 to the Stetson Hatter as Carpenter remains in the baseball game.
And he got robbed his last time up. Lopez made an unbelievable stop at second.
1-0 pitch. Townsend fouls it off, up and out of play, back into the parking lot. Count on the Stetson Hatter, runs even at a ball and a strike.
Carpenter, 2 innings in relief. A hit, no runs, no earned. A walk, no strikeouts. He's pitched pretty well.
Breaking ball clubbed into right field, but nearly right at the right fielder in Gunnar Hoglund. For the second time today, second time in a row, Mark Townsend is put out. There's one gone. Here in the 7th inning, it will bring up Peter Hutzel, who's 1 for 3 today, a double, a strikeout, and a flyout. The strikeout and the flyout coming in consecutive innings in the 4th and the 5th.
And that ball was hit really hard there from Townsend, just right at Hoglund and right. As Carpenter doing a pretty good job in relief. Worked out of a jam last inning with runners at second and first, got the double play ball, then got Townsend there.
First pitch of the at-bat to Peter Hutzel, misses low and inside for a ball. It's 1-0 on the Marshall DH. RBI double in the first, followed by a strikeout and a flyout in the 4th and the 5th. 1 ball, no strikes from the right-handed Carpenter. The 1-0 pitch to the lefty Hutzel is up and away for a ball. It's 2-0. 7-0 Suns, bottom of the 7th inning. Scorpions have kept the Suns off the board for all but 2 innings. A 1 spot in the first and then a 6 spot in the 4th. The 2-0 to Hutzel comes on the inner half of the plate for a strike. It's now 2-1 on the designated hitter. Elsewhere in the Florida League tonight, they're in the bottom of the 7th inning in Sanford. The River Rats lead the Squeeze 5-3. And they're in the top of the 5th inning at the First Academy. Winter Park leads Leesburg 4-0. Hutzel sends one straight up the elevator shaft, but it's going to tail just enough to get back out of play as the count on Peter Hutzel moves to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count on the Marshall product in Hutzel. Looking to get on base for the second time tonight after that first inning double. The 2-2 pitch to Hutzel. He hits one the other way, a bouncing ball towards third. Collected by George. He throws in time to get Peter Hutzel to retire the designated hitter. There's 2 gone. Here in the 7th inning, 4 straight retired to bring up Alan Alonso.
That's a great play there from George at third base. He's made some excellent plays at third base this summer, and that's a great example right there. Charging in on that baseball, fields it, throws a nice solid ball to first base for the second out of the inning.
2 gone for the Mount Olive right fielder Alan Alonso. He had an RBI single back in the 4th. Also a pop out and a fly out. Good curveball there from Carpenter. Dives into the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on Alan Alonso. Joe Burke, who has walked twice today, stands in the on-deck circle. As the 0-1 pitch from Carpenter misses low and outside, and the count evens on Alonso, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, your count on a third-year DeLand son. Ian Alonso, the 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss on an elevated fastball. Alonso took a hack at one above the eye level, and the count is 1-2. You wonder, after going high fastball, if you change the eye level, maybe try to spin a breaking ball in the dirt.
And he's done that a lot, being ahead in the count. A lot of breaking balls on the outer half and in the dirt on the outside. See if he goes back to that right here.
The 1-2 pitch to Alonso. Went right back to the pitch he threw before. High fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. As you look at those other 2 games in the Florida League, Winter Park has lost just 3 games this season. 2 to DeLand, 1 to Seminole, 1 to Sanford. Sanford up 5-3 on Winter Garden as the Rats try to deal and extend Winter Garden's winless streak to 18 games. The Squeeze were 4-4. If they lose tonight, they will be 4-21-1.
Yeah, that tie coming against the Scorpions on July 4th. It was a 4-4 game and called it after 5.
The 2-2 pitch. The 3-2 pitch misses outside ball 4, and Alan Alonso is on base for the second time tonight via the free pass. A walk and a single on the night for Alonso brings up the Kentucky Wesleyan product in Joe Burke.
And that's the second time Carpenter's been ahead of a batter in the count, and this DeLand Sun batter has been able to work a walk. One to Alonso there, and then Burke earlier in the ball game. Nice job there by the Suns against Carpenter.
From the stretch, runner goes. First pitch high and outside, throw down to second base is not going to be in time. Alan Alonso has himself a stolen base. Count 1-0 on Joe Burke as the third-year DeLand Sun comes up with the steal there to give the Suns a runner in scoring position.
Looks like the third base coach was pretty vocal with Alonso there at second.
Might have been along the lines of, it's 7-0, you don't need to do that. But trying to get the runner into scoring position as the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, and the count on Burke is 1-1 for Alonso. That is his first stolen base of the season. Maybe just wanted to get off the schneid there. He'd gone twice, he'd been thrown out twice. So he gets his first steal of the season. The 1-1 pitch in the dirt for a ball to Joe Burke, who takes the advantage in the count, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike on Joe Burke. Going to reach base for the third time tonight. He's already drawn a couple of walks. If he were to reach, Garrett Wallace would represent the game-ending run as the 2-1 pitch to Burke. Good curveball, gets a swing and a miss from the KWC Panther, and deuces are wild on Joe Burke. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with a runner on second.
And that was a nasty pitch there from Carpenter. Got Burke way out in front on the curveball, and we've seen some nice curveballs thrown by Carpenter in this game.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's been his best pitch as the 2-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on an elevated fastball, and Burke is set down on strikes. Suns get a runner into scoring position but cannot strike as we go to the top of the 8th inning. It's DeLand 7, Seminole County nothing. First pitch from Brady Chobin. Bouncing ball on the right side. Joe Burke takes it. He flips it on to Chobin, who has thrown 8 pitches to get his last 4 outs. As there's one gone here in the 8th inning, Hayden Cross, welcome to the game, and head back to the bench. There's one away for Bobby Spatulski.
A nice job there from Chobin. He's done great on the mound. 8 pitches in his last 4 outs. He's just been dealing.
First pitch of the at-bat from Chobin. In play. Throw to first. In time. 9 pitches. 5 outs by Brady Chobin. Efficiency, thy name is Chobin. As there's 2 gone here in the 8th inning for Wells.
And Nick Wells coming in to the game last inning. He replaced Gunter in center field. He's gotten off to, or he's had a struggle with the plate this year, but finally takes a pitch there, 0-1.
Yeah, when you're 2 up, 2 down, 2 pitches, it's baseball law that you must take the 3rd pitch because there's nothing worse than being put down an inning on 3 pitches. And Brady Chobin is now 1 strike away from being even more efficient than he was last inning. He threw 7 pitches in the 7th. This is his 5th pitch of the 8th, and he's ahead 0-2.
Wells has 4 hits on the year, 5 runs, a triple, 2 RBIs, and 8 walks. Did reach base twice in the 10-3 win against Sanford. 2 walks. In the Leesburg series, he got a hit. He was 1 for 3 in that series.
How's this for efficiency? If Brady Chobin can get a strikeout here, 3 innings, full 3 innings in 23 pitches. Line drive right field, drops in for a base hit. Anthony George had a single back in the 6th. Second hit allowed off of Brady Chobin is a single for Wells as he stands on first here in the 8th inning for Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there from Nick Wells, driving that one to right center field for a base hit. And he had a great year in college at Polk State. He hit 300, had 15 RBIs in 38 games for Polk State this year. It just hasn't translated to the summer, but got a hit right there, and nice job.
First pitch caught the outside corner for a strike from Brady Chobin. Chobin deals the 0-1 pitch. That one catches the outside corner again, and the count is 0-2.
Yeah, Reynolds didn't like that call. I thought it was in there for a strike. It caught the outside corner. Nice pitch.
8th pitch of the inning for Brady Chobin, looking to make it 3 full innings of work. He can't do it on that pitch. Misses low for a ball, 1-0. 1 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, Josh Reynolds. The leadoff spot, 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts tonight. The 1-2 from Chobin is a bouncing ball again towards short. Fornari flips on a second in time, and on the fielder's choice, the inning is over. Chobin throwing nothing but strikes here in his 3 innings of work. They might even send him back out for a 4th as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Suns lead it 7-0. For the first time in nearly 2 weeks, Jack Berry will pitch for the Seminole County Scorpions. He'll miss inside to Garrett Wallace, 1-0, and Berry has struggled mightily this season for Seminole County.
Yeah, he has. In his last 2 outings against DeLand, he's definitely struggled. He's allowed 8 earned runs, 7 hits, 4 walks, no strikeouts in that series against DeLand. He pitched both games. He's got an 0-1 record. This is going to be his 8th game for Seminole County. He's pitched 10 1/3 innings.
3 straight pitches of missed to Garrett Wallace, 3-0. But as you mentioned, this is when you want to give a guy like Jack Berry some work. A 7-0 game. It's a low-pressure situation. And see if he can figure some things out as the 3-0 pitch from Jack Berry right down Broadway for a strike. It's 3-1.
And you're exactly right. This is a good situation for Berry to be in. 7-0 ball game. Try to find something here and work on your game a little bit.
And he throws a 3-1 pitch that's in the zone, and Wallace fouls it back. It's full 3-2.
I think the struggle for Berry this summer it's been the walks. I mean, he's got 17 walks, this year, only 7 strikeouts, 15 hits, allowing a lot of free passes. And when guys have been on base, they've cashed in, got that big hit against him, and that's been the issue for Berry this year. But here in this game, 7-0, work on your stuff here. Let's see what he can do.
A whip of 3.10, and in all 7 of his appearances this year, he's given up a run in every appearance. He'll try to change that here as the 3-2 pitch to Garrett Wallace is below the knees, ball 4. So Wallace is aboard for the 2nd time tonight. He draws a walk, and he will stand on first with nobody out for Christian Pregent, who will try to reach for the 3rd time tonight. Berry will work from the stretch with a runner on as his first pitch of the at-bat's fouled straight back to the screen. It's 0-1. Berry throwing some strikes here. He hasn't been completely wild, and the pitches he's missed with have been somewhat close. The 0-1 from Berry, low and inside for a ball. Count runs even at a ball and a strike. A 1-1 pitch coming from Berry is fouled back to the screen, and the count is 1-2.
A nice job here from Berry early on. He didn't allow the walk to Wallace, but it was a full count, battled back. Now ahead here against Pregent. Let's see what he goes with here, 1-2.
1-2 pitch coming to Pregent from Jack Berry. Bouncing ball towards third. Throw will have to come to first. The scoop is made. George just couldn't get the ball out of his glove there. He did about 3 hops before he realized, I got to go to first with this one. So Wallace ahead to second. Pregent put out on the ground out. There's one away here in the 8th for Tim Dixon.
And he's laughing at there at third. He was doing a little what he did, an instant replay, I guess, of what he did there. He was joking around with Spitolsky and Richardson. But they did get an out there. He got the out at first. So Berry here trying to get out of this inning with the runner on second.
9-hole hitter Tim Dixon, 0 for 3 today. He takes a strike, 0-1. Ground out, fly out, and then he reached on a fielder's choice in the 6th inning. Fielder's choice that saw ball thrown away on an attempted turn to second, allowing all runners to reach. The 0-1 to Dixon. Can't quite paint the outside corner, and aces are wild. A ball, a strike, an out, and a runner on for the Suns here in the bottom of the 8th inning, leading 7-0. The 1-1 from Berry, right down Broadway for a strike. It's 1-2. Behind Dixon, it's the top of the order in the 5th appearance of Joe McNamara. From the stretch goes Berry. His 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. Did he hold up? Yes, he did. Dixon able to hold up on his swing. Cross had applied the tag just in case, but it is rule of ball as the count on Dixon is 2-2. Two balls, two strikes the count. As the 2-2 pitch from Barry is fouled off again by the 9-hole hitting Dixon, and we'll do another 2-2 delivery.
No,
2-2 count from the right-hander. Barry trying to work his first scoreless outing of the summer in all likelihood, unless Seminole County is able to rally. Bouncing ball is through the right side, a base hit. Being sent around third is Garrett Wallace. The throw from Hogland is there, but it will just skip off the glove of the catcher. Now the throw to second is nearly into center field. Good backup, but it's an RBI single by Tim Dixon, and the Suns lead it here in the 8th, 8-0.
A nice piece of hitting there from Dixon, driving that one to right field, and Hogland's throw was there. Just it was a one hop that Cross couldn't handle. Dixon got the second. Nice backup by Bobby Spitolski there. As that one rolls into center, he might be on third base.
So Joe McNamara represents the game-ending run. If he and Dixon were able to score this inning, this game would conclude after 8 due to the Florida League's run rule. Suns just trying to have good approaches at the plate as McNamara fouls one off to start the count 0-1. 8 runs on 8 hits for the Suns. The Scorpions have 6 hits, but have yet to score. They've committed both of the games 2 errors. No balls and a strike to Joe McNamara. Barry deals the 0-1. It's in the dirt for a ball, and the count on McNamara is 1-1. One pitch, bounce to the right side of the infield. It is collected by Reynolds. He'll take it over to the bag himself to retire Joe McNamara. 1 for 5 with a 2-run single tonight for him. There's 2 gone here in the 8th inning, and Tim Dixon moves up to third to bring up Hunter Fornari. Also 1 for 4. He has a 2-run double to his name.
That was a good pitch there from Barry. He got McNamara jammed there and grounded that one to first base. 2 outs now here for Fornari, but nice pitch there from Barry.
Nice breaking ball from Barry, 71 miles an hour, but just misses the zone to Hunter Fornari. 1 ball and no strikes. 8-0 DeLand as they looked to put together a shutout here. The 1-0 delivery from Barry is a high fly ball in a shallow right center field. The triangle converges, second baseman calls it off, and the catch is made by Spitolski to end the inning. But the Suns get 1 run on the RBI single by Tim Dixon. We go to the top of the 9th. Suns lead Seminole County 8-0. Brady Chobin going for the old 12-out save as he misses on that pitch. 1 ball and no strikes to Anthony George. Chobin has dominated in his 3 innings of work. Will try to make it 4 as the 1-0 pitch is a line drive into center field, a base hit. So make it 8 of 9 innings today that Seminole County has a base runner, and make it 7 of 9 innings today that Seminole County has a hit. They have 1 hit in the 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 8th, and now in the 9th.
Anthony George 2 for 3 on the night after that base hit. Nice job from George.
Scorpions tried to spoil the shutout of Perrette and Chobin, and they might, as that one is clubbed into left center field. It's down and it's in the gap. Rounding second and digging for third, and now being sent. The throw will bounce into Fornari. No throw will come. No shutout tonight, as an RBI double by Parker Smith puts Seminole County on the board here in the 9th. It's 8-1.
And Parker Smith continuing to stay hot for Seminole County. He's got 2 hits in this ball game now. A big RBI double there in the left center field gap, getting the Scorpions on the board. And honestly, that's what the Scorpions, or the hit the Scorpions have been looking for all ball game, and it came here in the 9th when it was already 8-0. But good job from Smith.
So Chobin continuing to battle. Goes 89 miles an hour in there for a strike to the cleanup hitting Riley Wash, 0-1, as Parker Smith gets the Scorpions on the board. As the 0-1 delivery high and tight for a ball, it's 1-1.
That's Smith's 6 RBI on the year.
1 ball, 1 strike from Chobin as the Marshall product gets a swing and a miss at 89 miles an hour, and he's ahead of Riley Wash, 1-2.
And Wash 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts, trying to turn it around right here with Smith on second.
1-2 pitch, low and outside for a ball, and the count on Riley Wash evens up at 2-2. Two pitch, right down Broadway, strike 3. A little bit of off speed there from Chobin, 83 miles an hour. May have been a changeup there as it freezes Wash, and Wash will wear the sombrero. 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts as there's 1 away for Gunnar Hogland.
Yeah, if you're Riley Wash, just got to put this day behind you at the plate and work on it. The next 2 games here against the Suns as Gunnar Hogland takes that one down low for a ball, 1-0, and Gunnar does have a hit in this ball game, 1 for 3, a single up the middle.
Seminole County trying to win the hit column tonight as the 1-0 pitch catches the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. Hit column right now is 8-8. 8 hits for the Scorps, 8 hits for the Suns, but it's DeLand that has the timely hitting tonight to lead this game 8-1. 1-1 pitch coming from Brady Chobin. Check swing. Did he go? The question is, yes, he did go.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the umpire is looking at there. He didn't go at all, but nevertheless, it's 1-2.
A 1-2 delivery from Chobin got him swinging, strike 3. Brady Chobin continues to deal very well for the DeLand Suns as the ball appeared to be in the dirt. So Christian Pregent just walked over and slapped a tag on as there's 2 gone here in the 9th. Chobin has 5 strikeouts, and he is now 1 out away from a 4-inning save, which would be his 4th save of the summer.
And to talk about efficiency for Chobin as well, 31 strikes to 8 balls.
And pitch 40 might be it. Burke is over. Burke catches it, and that's it. Change the number in the win column and play the victory song. The DeLand Suns win their 21st game of the summer, just 1 short of the mark of last year's championship team. And DeLand moves to win number 21, 21-9 on the summer as they beat the Seminole County Scorpions by a final score of 8-1. Daniel Perrette is your winning pitcher. Marcus McCoy, who pitched well, really save for one bad inning. He takes the loss, and in 4 innings of work, the save goes to Brady Chobin. As tonight, the story is one big inning. The Suns hang 6 in the 4th inning, and that's all they needed to pick up the win tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Got some big hits with runners on base. Took advantage of some free passes there from Marcus McCoy, some walks, and they were able to drive some balls, and that was the real difference in this ball game. The Scorpions did have 8 hits, but only 1 extra base hit, and that came in the 9th inning here on the RBI double from Parker Smith. So, if you're the Scorpions, you got to look at it. This really wasn't that bad of a game for them. Obviously, the only big issue was the 6-run 4th, but they played hard and played well, just not enough. As the Suns take this one 8-1, they got to bounce back tomorrow night at home at Sanford Memorial Stadium.
And we will be there tomorrow night in Sanford as the Suns look to continue their winning streak over the Seminole County Scorpions, as Jeff Lemon and Mike Powers meeting up in the middle of the diamond. The Scorps awaiting Lemon, the Suns awaiting Powers, as these two teams will play for the final 2 times this season, at least for now, tomorrow night and then Saturday night here at Melching Field. So again, your final totals. The Suns, 8 runs, 8 hits, no errors. The Scorpions, 1 run, 8 hits, 2 errors. The winner is Perrette. The loser is McCoy. The save goes to Chobin. That'll do it for our broadcast of DeLand Suns baseball here on YouTube Live. For our entire crew here at Melching Field, from Matt McClure, the voice of the Seminole County Scorpions, will be on the call tomorrow. I'm Ryan Murphy saying, may green be the grass beneath you, may blue be the skies above you, and may tomorrow be as good as today as the DeLand Suns beat the Seminole County Scorpions by a final score of 8-1. Good night, everybody.